Hey fellow trappers, we're gonna go set up a new property today. Put some coyote sets in. This is a piece of ground that we waterfowl hunt on a lot, and there's plenty of coyotes running around. Never trapped this ground before, so we're really excited. Tag along. We're gonna throw some coyote sets in the ground. There's a cool little farmstead too that we're gonna put some skunk boxes up there and see if we can't catch some of them stinky critters. So just tag along, guys, and we'll get out on the line and I'll show you how I set up some of these. We're mainly going to be focusing on trail sets today, old cattle trails that parallel a nice little creek, little warm water creek here. So we're gonna get to it and get things set up. Alrighty guys, we plopped in a few coyote sets here, just on the edge of this creek. Creek runs through into the sand hills behind us. Got a nice cattle trail here, plopped in a scent post right there. Just a little bit of urine and coyote gland, some coyote turds for guiding in there. And then up here, that trail kind of cuts across between this little bend in the creek, and went ahead and threw in a dirt hole up here on the upwind side of the trail. We just got some brush for backing there, dirt hole there, trap out front, a little bit of urine on the backing, paste bait number 2 and food lure number 1 in the hole, which would be my medicine wolf food lure down there. But a couple of sets right here along the creek edge. Hopefully we can get a couple of coyotes coming down through here and get them caught. Next, we're heading up to that abandoned house, throw a couple sets in up there and maybe a couple skunk boxes as well. All right, we got a couple skunk boxes thrown in up here at this abandoned house, old farmstead. I just build these boxes and throw a 155 or 160 conibear in there. We got some stinky bait back there in the back, a few feathers, eye appeal, and then some skunk based LDC lure in there as well. This side's open, back side covered in chicken wire, and we're on to the next one. All right guys, we followed the creek up a little ways from those last 2 sets we plopped in, and we got cattle trails coming through here with just excellent coyote sign packed full of tracks and prints in here on the high bank. Probably throw in a couple of trail sets just lured up with some gland and urine. Might throw a dirt hole in down here, but just got an excellent trail system and a couple good funnels up here. We're going to get a couple sets thrown in, and stay tuned, I'll show you what they look like. Here we go, gentlemen. That's what we like to see. Scat and tracks. I'll have to save that for later. Alright guys, we're just finishing up the first set here on this creek bank. Gonna pound in probably 3 sets here, maybe throw in a couple snares on the trails as well. But we just got a T-bone here. The turds we found with a little bit of urine on them for guiding, very subtle guiding. And we're just gonna go in with a little bit of my Rio Lobo food lure on the bone. This bone is on the upwind side of the set. And that's the completed set, guys. We'll be on to the next one. All right, guys, we're at the same location here, but a different set. That last T-bone I showed you was plopped right up there on the high bank. Trails come through, and I'm putting all these sets on the trail, on these old cattle trails. There's no cattle in here anymore, and we got tracks all up and down these trails. The coyotes are showing me where to put the trap. It's exactly where I'm going to put it. You can see how the trap's going to lay in there. I got it laid down so the coyote is walking through the jaws, not over the jaws. This is just going to be trail set little bit of gland lure and urine on this piece of backing here. I'll throw a turd down in the trail on the upwind side with a little bit of urine on it, and that's it. We'll be on to the next one. I'll get this thing pounded in and show you what the finished set looks like. All right, guys, here's the completed set. Trap is right there. We got some scat with a little bit of urine on it, and a little bit of urine on this this backing right here, and the tiniest amount of my Sandhill Supreme Coyote gland lure. I mean, the coyotes are already here. They're walking here. You don't need much. Just enough to slow them down and hopefully get that paw right on the pan. There's the set. Let's go pound in a couple more and we'll get out of here. Alrighty, guys, the wind has picked up on me quite a bit, so apologize if there's bad audio. But put in those 2 footholds there and 2 trail snares as well. So I basically got all 4 of the main trails coming into this location covered. So we're gonna stay on this creek, which is our long running barrier, and we're gonna come back a little ways, a few hundred yards to the south here, and there's another good trail there, plopping a set, and then I think we'll have this little piece of property pretty well covered. Alrighty, guys, I think our last set on this little piece of the property is gonna go right here. We've got 2 trails that meet here and here. We're still paralleling our creek out there, and I've got tracks on the trails. I think it's gonna be a great location. We're just gonna pop in a set there, right on the trail. A little bit of scat with urine for guiding. Then I'll probably just put a little mouse hole on each side of the trap with a couple curiosity scents. And then we'll get out of here. We'll be on to the next one. All right, fellas, here's the last set that we're putting in right here today. We just got the trap right in the middle on this trail. Some scat with urine on it up there. Then I just put a little bit of my landline predator lure on this cow patty right here. Just smeared some of that on there. It's a food base, but it's a curiosity scent and just a little bit of a soft call. Just enough, not much, just enough to slow him down here and try to put more feet over that trap. Just whoa him as he's traveling through on this trail. That's the last one here, guys, for today. Thanks for tagging along. We'll be back to check these traps, and hopefully you can see some critters with bracelets on. All right, fellas, that's what we like to see. First coyote on this new property we set up. I showed you that trail set we put in right here. Just a little bit of urine and a Sandhill Supreme Coyote gland lure. Decent looking dog. We'll get him taken care of. Get the set remade and we'll be on to the next one. Alrighty, guys, second coyote here. You'll recognize this was that T-bone set. A little bit of food lure on there. Urine and scat for guiding. God, that's a stud dog right there. Beautiful looking coyote. Well, we'll get him taken care of, remake the set, and we'll keep on with it, fellas. All right, fellas, here at the same property, threw a couple more sets in. A little bit about this location. We got sand hills running to the front of me here. It's kind of just a natural funnel. We got 2 fence lines that meet and come up against the sand hills out into this prairie flat here. And it's just a corner post here, which you know are landmarks and travel ways with a lot of trails coming through them. A lot of cattle trails here. Threw in a dirt hole set here. Kind of a flashy dirt hole. Just a little bit of a step down there up against that brush backing. Got some paste bait number 2 and cat scratch fever in the hole. A little bit of urine on the backing. And then down the trail here we got kind of a flat set. Just a natural pinch point in the trail with the grass there. And this fence post was laying nearby, so I just scooted it up. Threw a little bit of paste bait number 1 underneath the edge of that fence post in kind of a little mouse hole. Got some urine on this grass, and then scat in the trail for a stepping guide. Trap is right there. So that's it, guys. 2 more sets thrown in here. We'll see what they do. Hopefully we get some catches for you. If you'd like to see actual set construction, let me know down in the comments. I can make some videos showing you how I actually put these traps in. But here we go, guys. We're gonna keep on to the next one, fellas. All right, guys, second coyote in this set here. Another pretty little blonde one. Smaller dog. And we got an issue going on with the snare over here, it looks like, so I need to go check that out. Get this coyote put down, remake the set, and we'll keep checking them, guys. Alrighty, guys, there's the remake. I apologize after that first catch. Got dark on me, so I couldn't film, but this is the second remake at this location. Trap is here. Left the scat that she left us. As you can see, just the tiniest little bit of guiding just to keep them honest on this trail here. A little bit of urine on the scat, a little bit of urine on the backing, and that's it. There's tons of scent here, so that's all we need. That's all I put on the second remake. And as you can see, there's another catch. They've both been young females at this location, but we'll get her loaded up and we'll get on to the next one and keep checking the line, guys. All right, guys, my apologies once again for the wind. It's absolutely ridiculous today, but you'll recognize this T-bone setup here. We got another coyote in it, so here we go, fellas. Let's see. Snare up there, but I imagine it got blowed down with all this wind. We'll go check it here in a second, but second coyote in this set so far. T-bone, right on the trail. Get him taken care of. We'll get the set remade. He really did a number on that trail, so we'll probably just try to reestablish the trail and try to find our bone and put it back in the way it was, but might switch things up here, but I don't think so. All right, guys, there's the remake. Just tried to reestablish that trail a little bit. Lost my T-bone, so I threw just a grab and die stick in there. A little bit of Rio Lobo lure on there. The scat he left us in the middle of the trail. And that's all she wrote, guys. Tons of scent here, 2 catches. Just a little bit of a detractant there. Try to stop him. Put his focal point on that lure and put a foot right over the pan, fellas. Let's keep on keeping on, man. That's it for today, but we'll be back with another check here soon. Alright, guys, that's a haul for today. We're gonna head on over to another property, get some cat sets thrown in, and we better get home and get to skinning. We got a beaver waiting on us at home, and then better get these 3 coyotes skinned out. But don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with another check here shortly. All right, second check, guys, on these sets up here. On that flat set in the dirt hole at this corner. And this guy was taking a nap as we rolled up. What do you see, huh? But nice little coyote in that trail set there. Shh. We'll go take a look at him and get the set remade. The wind is absolutely terrible today, guys, so I probably won't do much filming from out there. Hey, enough. Get this coyote taken care of, get the set remade, show you what it looks like, fellas. Alright, guys, here is the remake. We just kind of reestablished our trail here. Trap is right where it was, right in the middle. Little paste bait number 1 under the tip of that fence post. Scat in the middle of the trail, and just some small, real subtle guiding sticks. But we got her taken care of, sets remade. Nothing has visited that dirt hole up there yet, so maybe we'll catch one there next. But we're gonna load up and keep checking the line, fellas. Alright, guys, I don't like to walk up to my sets too close very often. I really don't re-lure them unless something drastic happens or get a big rain or something. But I was walking past this one and I noticed we got track here, the pan is there. So this coyote came across and just missed the trap. It happens. Didn't smell the lure, the urine, whatever, was in a hurry. Doesn't matter, but I just plopped in a little guiding stick right there to maybe help him get on top of that pan next time. We'll see if it works, guys. We're gonna keep on moving on, fellas. Well guys, we're out here again on this this duck hunting property for another check, and I can already see we got a bouncer up there, fellas. That's good. Pretty frosty this morning. Temperature dipped down, I think low 20s last night. We've really only had a couple of small cold fronts this year. It's the beginning of December and it's been unseasonably warm, but these cold fronts are good. Animals will move, and looks like we got a coyote in a dirt hole up here, so we'll get up there and we'll take a look at him, guys. Hey, what do you see, huh? All right, fellas, you'll recognize the location. Last check, we had a coyote right here in this trail set. This time the dirt hole was struck. Decent looking coyote here. This piece of ground is only 250 acres, but it's got some primo locations on it. We got long running barriers, we got funnels, pinch points, salient features. Everybody knows those are great trapping locations, so you don't always need massive chunks of ground to put up numbers. I'm pulling coyotes out of here consistently. I'm only running 7-8 sets, and I trap, you know, bigger pieces of ground, thousands of acres. This is a small piece, but it just goes to prove you got to cherry pick your locations, pick out the best places to put your sets, find the sign, and they'll show you where to put the traps, guys. Great coyote here on this. It was a dirt hole, had a little paste bait number 2 and cat scratch fever in the hole, and it did the job. So we'll get him put down and try to reconstruct some sort of a set here, fellas. Then we'll continue on with the check. All right, here we go, guys. I found my original hole. Bait was still down in the hole, so I just dug it out, left that old bait in there. I threw another little smear of cat scratch fever on a cotton ball, threw it down the hole, just kind of built up. Nice little trench here. Pan is there. We got just some subtle stepping guides. Turd the coyote left us is right there as a stepping guide as well. And we got plenty of scent here. Plenty of odors coming out of that hole. It's pretty inviting. So hopefully we can get another one to take a step in there, fellas. Leaving this set here, and I just want to show you this. I thought it was kind of funny. I let my dog out as soon as we rolled up on this coyote, and you can see just how close he came to getting caught. That trap pan is right there, and my dog stepped right next to the jaw there. All right, guys, on to the next one. Hey guys, back again at this corner post location, and we didn't catch nothing, fellas, but we did have a visitor or two. This set got checked out, and this big old dirt hole got checked out as well. I did put a trail camera up, so hopefully we can take a look at that and see what happened. But the coyote just didn't fully commit. Came up, checked out the set, but as you can maybe see, our dirt hole is blowed shut. So I'm guessing there wasn't a whole lot of odor coming out of there, which kind of sucks, but that's all right. We're gonna get these traps pulled, and we're gonna keep checking the rest of the line. We'll see if we got anything else, guys. Alrighty, guys, we got our traps pulled. Unfortunately, on this last check, we didn't catch nothing. But that's all right, man. That's how it goes sometimes. Had visitors at a couple of sets, just didn't connect. There's still plenty of coyotes out here. I might be back in a month or so, but one reason I'm pulling is because I got to go set up a new property tomorrow. So we're going to get out of here. We end up taking 8 coyotes off of this 250 acres in about 2 weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks on 7 sets. So I'm not upset with that at all. I really enjoyed it. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'm new to this YouTube thing. This is a new channel, so I appreciate any views I can get. If you guys liked it, or if you didn't, let me know. Drop it in the comments. I'd surely appreciate a like and a follow, guys. We'll be setting up this new property tomorrow, so we got to head home, head into town. I've got to go get a haircut. Out here looking like a long-haired hippie, man, and get some stuff ready for tomorrow. So that video will be coming soon. Thank you guys so much for tagging along. Appreciate it.